Alright guys, I'm starting a new stream. Blitzbullet has just offered me a match, so given we were number 1 and 2 finishers in the event, why not play a little bit more, give some interest for the fans. So yeah, for those of you who are still tuned in, welcome back. We're going to do it again. Alright, I've got a familiar position here, I'm just playing it a little bit differently. Alright, so it's probably good that the other stream finished there, so that will become a separate video. Given the response from the first video, I'm going to possibly make some more in future. Yeah, it all depends if it's good for the game and if it's what people want. But so far the response seems quite positive. Okay, black needs to be careful here. He should actually probably make a capture. Alright. Do I still have some viewers in the house? Chat's gone quiet. I'm not sure if it's because people just aren't talking, or because if the stream isn't going as it should. Alright, that was a sharp game right there. Went right down to the wire. I had to find mate in a difficult situation with only a few seconds left. So pretty happy to take that one. Black's in a bit of a tough spot here. Got to make back some ground. The king's just a fair bit less safe than white's king, but it's not yet converted. I'm just playing safe here, preventing knight at h3. Okay. So he's defending very well here. There's a lot of sharp tactics. I'm going to catch him out sooner or later with his queen. But he's made me work for this. Alright. Now the attack's getting too big. I'll just use queen at d7, we'll block off these areas. Alright, that's interesting. So guys, here's how impressive blitzbullet is. He's won that tournament just with a touchpad, guys. A touchpad, alright? So, you know, he's done very well. He's now playing 1-0 with a touchpad. I actually feel that's a bit unfair. We should probably play a longer time control. So I'm going to mention that to him. Or else it really is unfair. He's just going to lose games on time. That's not what it's about. Alright, he's just trying to get me on these dark squares here, and I'm just trying to prevent him from making progress that way. Okay, if he wants to open up his light squares, he's going to have some trouble with knight at f3. There's a few, I think this is the quickest way to make. Bishop at h2 is the critical move here, cutting him off. And then f5 just mates. So I'm going to offer to play a longer time control. Alright, so yeah guys, I'm just sharing it with blitzbullet that I'm giving him a bit of a shout out. So yeah, definitely someone to look out for in the future. Alright, so we're now going to play a 2-minute time control, and yeah, I mean, now that the event's over, I'm hoping to make this video a little bit more instructional, thus a 2-minute time limit, and also he's playing on a touchpad, so yeah, I still find that amazing. It's very impressive. So yeah, here I'm actually quite happy with the position now. I'm picking up this pawn, and while it seems like just a pawn, in fact, it is actually a significant advantage, which I'm going to try to convert. So yeah, look, there's nothing going on for either half. He's starting to make some moves with the knight here, but Yeah, I need to actually be wary of that. I'm going to put some more on f6. He might set knight g7. No, he's not doing it that way. I think he's basically saying he's got enough ammunition to hit f6 and threaten mate. I'm actually going to surrender the queen here. Voluntarily, just to get a bit of safety. Knight's put here to defend g6 so that when he captures this I'm still covered. But he's going to find a way in. I might put this here. Now he doesn't need to take this, but I'm actually trying to trick him into thinking that he shouldn't take it, because I'll probably get a little bit more out of the position if he doesn't. Now I'm trying to hit his queen on g4. So you may have heard an old saying, the best defense is a good offense. Sometimes to defend you have to do a mix of aggressive moves and defensive moves. What I'm basically saying here is black is, if you back off with your queen, well, he's allowed this. He's going to have to try to hit f7 to try to keep the attack going. Sorry, I'm basically saying if I can defend this, I'm going to have enough momentum on his king to win. So he's actually continuing to push very aggressively on my king's side. Because at this stage it's not about pieces, it's actually about initiative. Alright, he's not letting go of the attack opportunities. And I don't have anything immediately mating him here, so I have to keep defending. But I may have something soon. Yes, because of rook at g2. Well, maybe I don't have enough. I'll play this one first. Sometimes you play a check from distance to actually pick up a piece that will help you later on. I have to play this one quite accurately. Put this here. I'm not sure I have mate in this. Oh yeah, I do. It's pretty obvious. Oops. Yeah, he can play king h2, so I just have to cover that off. Maybe I have to go bishop f1 instead. Force his king back this way. But yeah, that was an example where I had to defend a long time. The key bit was that he traded a rook, which gave me the material to actually start an attack out of nowhere. Before that, I didn't have anything. So yeah, it's actually a fine balance. I mean, it's, you know, people kind of think the attacking player is the attacking player, but sometimes there's bits and pieces hidden on the side, and sometimes aggressive moves are actually in truth defensive moves. So I had quite a few of them just there. All right, f3 is a good move here, and he's seen that. Because he's got bishop takes h3, and now I have to fend this off. He's playing some good moves here. So it keeps in tension. I'm actually going to move the king up here because g takes h3 I didn't want to allow. And I'll just hold on to material actually. So I mean, this looks a bit dicey with the king here, but there's diagonals defending me. I basically need to try to keep these light squares well defended. I'll let this rook slip. But in fact, the bishop or a knight is what's going to hurt me most. And he has seen that, I have no doubt. That's a bit of a sneaky move. I'm going to try to undermine the defences on the g2 rook, move some pieces around my king. And now it's a question if I should just, yeah, I think I'm going to allow that. Now if I, yeah, so now he's got the queen, but he doesn't have supporting pieces, so he's got to try to generate an attack. So what I'm going to try to do is restrict his initiative, but without trading too many pieces. So I am creating a threat of my own with knight here. I expect to play his bishop out. Yeah, well, he's come up with a good move there. I think he can capture this knight, but knight at f6 is coming. So let's I'm not sure if that's right. But this is very dangerous now. Queen takes h5, queen h1. He's playing very well. I'm feeling like I have to be so careful here. I've got this h2 square which avoids any knight at e2 mate. My knight's now covered, but gosh, this is some sharp position right here. I'm going to play this to keep defending h1, but now my attack's evaporated, so yeah, I might have a sneaky trick in the back here. He's covering it though. Yuck. I'm running out of time now. Oh, he's got mate here. Yeah. No, he cracked me. All played. Okay. Now you could say maybe I could have defended that better there, but I also didn't have much time. So yeah, some of these games are really actually worthy of analysing again post game, because there's just so much that happens and so much tactical play that it's pretty hard to commentate on it all at once. Alright, so here white sacrifice a pawn for some activity. I'm wondering if I'm just going to ignore that. I'm going to go straight for his king. So here's an example where he's only going to have queens to block checks with, and that's going to be awkward. Well, he's found a knight, sorry about that. So here's where I actually have to think a little on the best way to capitalise. I'm pretty close to seeing mate. So my idea is rook takes g1, king takes g1, rook d1. You can't move the king here, or else bishop at g1, king h1, knight f2 will mate. So he's got to play rook at f1, rook takes, king takes. I should cut him off with possibly bishop at d3 first, pawn here, rook at h2, knight at h2, and then he'll be sealed off on the back. So I think that works. Let's see if I'm wrong. So he's got, yeah, he might have had king g1, but this has worked out for me. I'll play something different here. I'll play d4. Yeah, I hope the audience liked that one. Just appreciate it. I mean, some people see Crazyhouse as just senseless checking. He's actually commenting King G1 is probably better, so that's interesting. We both made the same comment. I think that's actually quite interesting. I think we both come to the same conclusion independently. So that gives you an idea that our minds are thinking the same way, and that's really like a very sharp pickup. It's not an obvious thing. So yeah, he knows what he's doing. Okay, I've just picked up a pawn here, so we'll go slowly. I'm just going to defend. So he's going to try to make some inroads on my king now. Knight at h4 is there, but there's not all the supporting pieces to make that attack work. Yeah, he's going about it the right way. I think bishop takes e5 is accurate there. I'm going to take this one. So if he takes the rook, I'm going to capture with the knight. The idea being that it is actually quite nice to have bishops and knights on the same colour, because you'll find they give you a balance of defence. So this bishop nicely covers here, this knight covers here. And even though there's no direct attack on the king, you'll find that having these resources available up front really makes your life easier later on. I'm just sussing out if I have something a little dangerous here. I don't think I do. I should probably just recapture here. So I've got to be careful. There's a knight coming here. I'm still well covered on the light squares. And I've got plenty of room to run. So we'll throw in a piece here. And sometimes it's good to throw in a check halfway, because you force your opponent to use a piece, and so now he has no pawn for either square. Well, that's trouble. So now I think I've got to retreat. Bishop at e3 is very deadly. I'm threatening a rook at h6 threat here. Not really sure if it mates. I might have something tricky. I've got rook h7 if queen f6. So yeah, but he can kind of run to the open if I chase him out, so I'm not sure if that's the right way to go. Got to find mate pretty quickly here. Alright. There we go. Now, that was really tight. I mean, I had to find some very sharp tactics in close spaces there. So at that point, I'll be honest, like I'm pushing my limits there on what I'm able to see in only 1 or 2 seconds. A lot of that you'd get instinctively and from playing a lot and playing often. Yeah, if let me tell you, I was sweating when playing there. Okay, here's interesting. We got a real dynamic on dark squares versus light. White's got all the light squares, black's got all the dark squares. So we're both trying to make inroads on the points where there's weakness. Now, I do need to be careful here. My knight's currently covering h7, but if I don't get an attack rolling soon... Now, if he plays queen h5, I can't take the queen, but I can block with pawn at h6. In some cases, that's still dangerous because the queen can capture, but he has no knight to place in either of these spots to deliver a mate. So that's why I've been able to attack him. So I think where he's at is his turn. Yeah, so amazing again, blitzbullet saying he's making a joke. PT stands for PTEL, which is used in Bughouse, is saying, oh, I want to ask my partner for a knight. He doesn't have a partner in this game, but you know, that's what he needs. He needs a knight to make that threat. So he's seen exactly the same thing that I was talking about. Now this looks just a bit like a bit of desperation, but this is mate already. So I'm going to finish this with rook at e1. Oops. Okay. Got a comment, Scott, any click will clear the arrows, FYI. Thanks for that. Appreciate all the help on me starting out streaming. Thanks, guys. Alright, I'm heading down this same line. Honestly, I don't like it. I think black's a little bit better. He's changed it up. He sacked the bishop instead of f3. So now I've got to play in tight spaces for a little while. My queen only has this square to go to. So my plan at the moment is to try to remove the base of the pawn chain, which is causing me the problems, without losing significant material to get myself mated. But it looks like I'm achieving that significant loss of material. Oh boy, I have to defend this because he's got this rook at f1. I could have played pawn at g2, but it would have had rook at f1 and some consequences not favourable. I'm in trouble here, but we've got to try best to defend. Rook at e1's a natural move. Queen at e1 is played. But I think I should have used the rook. I have to block with the rook either way to defend this bishop, because if I allow material loss, I'm going to fall behind. So again, here it's actually not just about blocking checks, but defending material. And I see some novice players kind of get panicked about the checks, and the material can go out the window. And sometimes a stronger opponent's actually just looking to win material and bluff that they're trying to mate you. So let's see. He's actually going for these two guys at the moment, and he's looking to open up some space. So now I've got to be wary of mate threats again. This move here is actually important because I need to make myself some room to move. Ooh, don't like this. Yeah, I've got to cover this area here. Otherwise the queen comes in. If this queen gets right next to my king, it's all over. So we'll see if it's all over anyway. I think I'm going to be mated. Yeah, knight at g1. Alright, I'm going to have to... oh, we're going to have to use mated one. Okay, I probably played enough. I can hear my family starting to wake up, so I'm going to cut the stream there. Thank you to all of you who have supported the channel. I look forward to doing this again tomorrow. And yep, I'll post these videos online, so all the best. Alright, thanks to all for viewing. Take care.